It's absolutely clear that the only thing we can help or we can do at the moment is to allow Ukrainians to defend as they need to defend its country and its people. And this is why, of course, every asset we have given them, it has to be used also for them as they need. Because when you take, I've been hearing many times that, it's an escalatory move that we send tanks or we send F-16s. The only one who has been escalating the war since 2014 has been Vladimir Putin, and this is why this is the only right thing also to do from American side, to allow Ukrainians to use the weapons as they need to.
And do you think we're going to see other Kyiv allies do the same?
The key allies have done that already, so I've said that, especially when you talk about France. Of course, now we need to see also what Germany will do, but UK has provided already storm shadows to Ukraine. So this is obvious that when we are giving something to Ukraine, then they can also use that as they need.
And what about this other discussion in terms of allowing troops in Ukraine for training purposes? Is this something that Estonia would potentially be considering?
Well, of course, we have to understand that the most acute need still is for ammunition and for air defense. So this has to be in the main focus, that we cannot tear the focus to somewhere else. But when we talk about training, our position has always been that we need to train Ukrainians as much as they need, because at the moment European Union is doing around 60,000 by the end of the year. My message has been that we have to be ready to increase that to 100,000. And let's see, when there will be an European mission and we go all together in Ukraine to make the trainings, then we cannot exclude that. But first and foremost, as I said, we have to focus on ammunition and air defense.
Okay, let's talk about defense spending, because we've seen obviously many nations step it up since Russia's full-scale invasion. But is it enough? Because even though it seems like Kyiv is holding on, they are seemingly outgunned, outmanned. And, we're hearing about the NATO chief talking about this longer-term plan in terms of providing this military support for Ukraine. Is this going to be enough?
Well, first, let's be clear. Russia is investing into defense at the moment close to 7% of their GDP and more than 30% of their annual budget. So this should be, the target, what we see from the Russian side, and then we should keep that in mind. So our expenditure today is not even close to that. So Estonia is one of the 4 countries in NATO who is investing more than 3%. We are going to Washington to say that 2% is not enough, that we have to do 2.5. And when we look into the history, then we see that it has been even close to 4%. So first, yes, we need more defense investments and to bring more money into defense, because we need to deter Russia and we need to show that, yes, we are serious and we are taking our defense very seriously.
Very quickly, at this summit, there's going to be a session about smaller nations tackling security challenges. With the Ukraine war, what has that taught you in terms of the best way to balance economic interests against security threats?
At the end of the day, there are always interest in the war, and Putin's interest is not, to take Ukraine or to take Baltics, maybe in the future. So we need to understand that it is important that all the Baltic states, we are a member of NATO, and NATO is our security guarantee and umbrella. So be connected, be a member of different unions, and of course, we have to put our backs together to keep the rules-based world in our societies.